This is my third frickin' attempt. Alright. As I've told you, these have a lot of toilet humor in it, just to let you know. This is issue number 1. Now your eyes aren't deceiving you. That says The Adventures of Buttman. If I could... There. I'll just show you a basic run-through of the pages. If you want me to actually, show you what it says, I'll tell you. And I'll give you a basic idea what the story is. So, this shows Buttman's origins, his powers. He can fly, sort of. He can super jump, sort of. There's his theme song. He uses a signal. It's Buttman o'clock. I love that he says that. I mean, I made it, so I can make him say whatever I want. 1.5 minutes later, this is the villain, and he's gonna be quite important because he's the main villain in the story of the series. His name is the Underlord, and Buttman and Ray that's gonna remove people's, and he presses the button. Buttman uses a mirror. It ricochets. Makes the machine blow up. He's upset, and Buttman wins. Alright, that's issue number 1. Alright, issue number 2 introduces 2 new characters. Bazooka Monkey and Fart Boy. They're gonna be quite important. They're Buttman's sidekicks. So, Crime in Buttland, which I don't think I've told you is the name of the city, and Buttman needs sidekicks. And this is one of my favorite pages. There's a bad guy getting beaten up, and money flying everywhere, and the Underlord's still loose, and so basically, the Underlord's gonna launch a bunch of blimps, and Buttman won't be able to handle it. The next day, and then he sees a blimp, and he has to go, and he calls Bazooka Monkey and Fart Boy. He's added flight capabilities to the Buttmobile, and Fart Boy, he's gonna drive. Bazooka Monkey's gonna assemble the butt of justice. Yeah, that's an actual thing in the story. One explodes, one down. I don't want to say that number. And it's delivered to him. And kaboom. One day later, the mayor gives a speech. Alright, comic number 3, Female Clones. And the Underlord made them. Obviously, he would do anything to try to defeat Buttman. And then later, Buttman says Buttman Patrol Day. And while they're driving around, they find that. Buttman's mad. Then they admitted to doing it. And they even say their names. Fart Girl, I can't speak. Fart Girl, Buttman, Bazooka Monkey. They're like Buttman, Bazooka Monkey, and Fart Boy, except female. I love his face in this. He looks so shocked. He's like, I wish I could show you my face right now. Bazooka Monkey, Fart Boy. And he has to point them out. And the Underlord sets up to destroy them. And he says, hey look, giant toilet. And they say, you think we're gonna fall for that? But he wasn't wrong. And here's the 4th and most recently complete comic. Blimp Monster. Buttman made a new invention. It's called the traffic massager. It's gonna move cars out of the way so he can do everything. 2 minutes later, Buttman's in the car, and they can get to a crime scene on time. There's an ad for it. $89.95. That's actually a great price when you think about it. One traffic massager update later, and he added way more things, and they're going to the air on a ramp, and Fart Boy's screaming. And this is the one, and this is one of the only times that we see Fart Boy without his goggles, and they're flying in the air, and he didn't add flight capabilities to this. Fart Boy's saying, "My goggles, Fart Boy's goggles," and they had to jump out with parachutes. And look, Fart Boy it's a way closer look of what he looks like without his goggles. Look, he gets his goggles back. They had to pull the ripcord. They have a sentient traffic massager, and then on the ground they ask, how do you stop a traffic? Well, a sentient traffic massager. Bazooka Monkey Fart Boy ones that they asked the female clones. I'm speaking really fast. Buttman calls them geniuses. One call later, then he asks them on what they could do. And he says WTU, which is what the underwear, which is Buttman's thing when he's upset. traffic massager fused with a blimp. And this is my favorite one. The verse is, as Buttman says, "That's it. This thing is full of hot air." I don't know why it's funny. Yeah, of course there's going to be a turret on the top of it. How do they explode it? Now Buttman, Fartboy notices that bullets aren't hurting it. By the way, the turret shoots bullets or cottage cheese. And they think about exploding with gasoline. Bazooka Monkey's a genius, so they have to drive to the gas station. They're trying to push the thing and it's not working, so they have to press it. Meanwhile, poor Underlord, I actually kind of feel bad for him. So my drone gets caught in a blimp. Now this, back at gas station. If you go down, and they said the gasoline's on it, and they should go clear. You go down, we go down too. And they're supposed to be walking away from the explosion, being cool, but I don't know how to make walking, and they look really creepy for some reason. But maybe when I eventually make an animated series, they'll look less creepy. Alright, those are my comics. I hope you liked them.